What up guys, welcome back to the channel. We are back with another GTI video. I don't know if you guys seen the last video. If you haven't, click right here. But on the last video, we had a fuel leak with basically all the lines. I mean, every single fuel line we had. It's all braided E85 line. I don't really know why it was having a leak, but I mean, it was kind of just, you could just tell it was eating through the rubber. So we got all these up here replaced, and the only one we couldn't do was, if you can see, it's down here. It's actually the steel braided. It's still the braided line. It's kind of dark, but I'll have it out here in a minute. It is all a steel braided line, and I kind of ran out of what we had, so we ran the feed all the way down and up to the fuel rail, and we got some of the return done as well, but that's where we kind of, I think we only had probably like what, 10-15 feet left over. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna finish up this last one, that way we don't have no leaks. Is it over here? Where's the line? Oh, here's the line I picked up from our local shop. So this should be more than enough to finish running the what do you call it, the fuel line all the way back to the tank. This is probably going to be the more difficult line to run, just because it is on top of the tank. So we're gonna have to drop the tank again like we did last time and run it all back. So we are going to get the side of the car jacked up, and we're just going to measure everything when it's off the car. That way we don't have to like remeasure or do anything. So as of now, like I said, I'm going to get this car jacked up, get the tank dropped, and then we'll start pulling all the line out. So we have the fuel line off. This is the old stuff. Like I said, I think before, like basically before we did everything else, I think this line would have been good out of all of it, but all the other line was leaking. And the last thing I wanted was a fuel leak. So we just decided just to go ahead, and this was going to be the only steel braided line, and the rest of it was all going to be just like this black braided. So we just decided, you know, just to end up doing it all. But right now, all we're gonna do is stretch both of these out, line them all up, and then that way we'll just get the exact measurement, use the same fittings, and it should be like basically just an easy swap. Alright guys, so we have this end, if it'll focus. So we have this end now on here. We have to leave this one actually out because we are running it, as you can kind of see it, we are running it through the frame where the old lines went. So he's gonna push it through, and I'm just gonna kind of guide it. I gotta guide it back through this mount too. Whoop, all right, hold on.
You see it?
Yeah. He actually came on the other side. Hold on.
Just keep on pulling. I'll tell you when to stop. All
right, guys. So we got the fuel line all basically back to 100%. Well, what we're gonna do, I'm just gonna leave the. Let me see if the battery's up. Hooked up. Alright, what I'm gonna do is just here, we need to scoot the car up a little so I can get in. I'm gonna scoot it up. Alright guys, so just gonna put the key in and try and prime it and make sure I don't think I have anything to. All right, ready?
Yep.
So there is no fuel leaks back here.
Everything good back there?
Yeah, let me do it one more time. I'm actually gonna keep doing it. It sounds like it's getting through it. We're on empty?
Yeah. You don't think it's really low, do you?
It might be. Should I try it?
Yeah.
Alright guys, here goes nothing. Just cut off.
Ain't that kind of the E85 start though?
No.
No?
Nah, I see.
Huh?
Out. Turbo spinning.
Did you plug in all the throttle stuff on there? The throttle position?
My throttle wouldn't work if I didn't.
Oh yeah.
I'm doing the throttle.
What about your brake? We don't have a straight vacuum on your brake. Is it? Did you tighten that up on there?
Yeah. All right, so
cam sensor, crank sensor.
Like I said, all of my vacuums and all that are ran through here. I mean, so I don't think it's no
vacuum.
It doesn't seem like a vacuum.
It's an injector.
It's running too smooth.
For the injector?
Yeah, it's idling perfect.
Oh.
The AFRs are even good too. So yeah, guys, we're basically just gonna kind of like try and look over some stuff and see. I mean, like I said, I was touching the throttle and it was continuing to work. So.
At least the fuel, dude. Old fuel.
Yeah, I guess we could throw some more fuel in it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, we might even go try and pick up some E. Like I said, I am on empty right now, and this fuel has been in here for over a year now. So it needs to be drained no matter what. But like I said, we did get all the fuel lines fixed. I mean, we know the fuel lines were bad, so that was basically like the next check off in order to get this motor up and running. So yeah, I would. I'm sure the E85 is kind of all like, it's just old, you know. It's just not. It's not like good E85.
Probably lost some octane in there, so.
But yeah, and we do need to top off with some water. My water light was on as well. But yeah, we're gonna run down and grab some fuel real quick and then see what that does for it. All right, guys. So we started it up one more time. One thing I noticed. I mean, I noticed this before we even put any of this turbo kit on. Like, it was a long time ago. Every single time I go to start my car, my RPM and like everything would just stay down. Like, you'd start the car, I'd be running and it'd be at 0 RPM, and it'd be like 10 seconds later, then it would read and pop up. So what we're gonna try and do, we left on the old cam position sensor and the crank position sensor. So we're gonna try and swap both of those from my motor over here and see if that helps solve the problem. Because I mean, fingers crossed, hopefully it's just like not reading good enough, you know, it's just a bad crank or cam position sensor. But we are gonna swap those over and see. Like I said, the car sounds right. It doesn't sound like it's missing, and everything sounds solid on there. So we're just gonna give this a shot and see basically what happens with it. All right, guys. So we just got that. I guess I could plug it in. Okay, so we just got that cam position sensor swapped over. We're gonna try this one first because the crank is a little bit harder to just to access. Like I said, if this is it, then we won't have to do the other one. But we're gonna try this one first, and I'm gonna take you guys in here to see if the RPMs shoot right up as soon as I start it, or if it actually is delayed. Because one way or another, it needs to be replaced. So let's see. Yeah, see how it's staying at 0 right now? See, it's still at 0. And it pops up. So then it is the crank then. Okay, so
Yeah, she's on her way.
alright, so like I said, you just seen the video. We did swap that one over. I mean, it'll probably be good just to swap these over anyway. I don't know how long they've been on this motor for, and I know mine are fairly new. So we'll jack up one side. It is just sitting on the front of the motor. Yeah, right down there. So that's where it is. It shouldn't be too hard. We just gotta jack the front of the car up, and we'll get that swapped over and get back, and hopefully this starts to solve something, because the car doesn't want to stay idling on its own. All right, guys. So we got the crank. Yeah, the new crank position and cam position. Now I'm just gonna try and start up and just kind of see what happens with it. Let me get a new seat in here. Brake. Okay. All right, guys. So we just got some E85, and now I'm just gonna try and start it up again. Hopefully, it runs all right. All right, guys. So it is running. Like I said, we're kind of having some issues. Let me get back here. It'll start, it'll rev up, but then it sounds like it like wants to die out, and it does die out. What I'm probably gonna do is I might just let it sit and run for a minute. I mean, just a good while, you know. And honestly, try and get some of this old fuel kind of burned out of here, and hopefully, like, whatever's happening clears up somehow, or what, I don't know. Like I said, that's that water thing on. Yeah, like I said, there's no leaks under the car. Everything's good, because we had to, like on that last video, we had to put the oil pan on there, so just making sure there wasn't no oil leaks or anything. But yeah, I mean, the motor sounds really good for being just stock. You know, I just want to get it to run good enough so where I can like test drive it on the road a little bit. and go mess around with the boost a little bit and try to turn it down because it's gonna be making like way too much. So, but yeah, like I said, I'm just gonna keep letting it run. If I find anything out or if it ends up working out good, I'm gonna let you guys know or bring you guys back and kind of show you what we found out or what happened. So. All right, guys. So after running it for a while, I was kind of just like coming over here. I know you can feel like a tick in injectors, like it's like pulsing. I felt number 1, and I really couldn't feel anything, but I felt 2, and it was ticking really hard. And I kind of like went down the line and like we felt them all, but there's a few that like there's like no vibration hardly at all in it. Number 2 seems really good, but to be honest, I think that's my problem, because even when it's sitting there idling, it's either really high 17 AFR, or it's like just like flatline. So it's over 18. I mean, it's supposed to be idling at, what is it, 14.7, right? Around there, idle. Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is I am gonna get these injectors cleaned and flow tested and make sure they're all good. So like I said, I do think that's my problem. Like I said, the car starts. I gotta keep giving it gas, and it almost feels delayed. Like I'll give it throttle, and it's just like a delayed response. So, like I said, I'm sure these injectors. I mean, and they did sit with E85 for a super long time, and E85 starts to like gum up, and it just, like I said, it's even probably a good thing we did those fuel lines. You know, got all the fuel out of there, and like I said, they were corroded and everything anyway. So, but yeah, I mean, at least we got the car running in this video. Hopefully the next video, I take the injectors down and get clean, and then possibly even a test drive and turn the boost down, and hopefully we can make some boost and feel a little bit of power again, get back in the GTI. But alright guys, that is going to wrap it up for this video. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like, subscribe, and if you had any comments or questions you'd like to ask, leave those down in the comments below. See you guys next time.